Everyone. Um, so, welcome to my video recording. It's going to be in place of our monthly Zoom meeting because I had my baby. So, today we are going to try out elephants. So, I know it might look kind of intimidating, but I'm going to break it down into shapes and try and make it as easy as possible for you. Okay, so what we're going to need is a pencil with an eraser, most important. I like to have some kind of black utensil to outline. I like to use a marker. That's my personal preference. But you can also use I would say like a black colored pencil, something with a finer point. Okay, and then to color this in, I ended up using colored pencils and a crayon, but I used the crayon because I didn't have any gray colored pencils. So you can mix and match, or you could do like markers too. Okay, so, and a white piece of paper, of course. All right, so to draw this elephant, we're going to break it down into shapes, and to start with, we're going to do the head. Okay, so up in here, you can see that the elephant's head is in the upper half of our paper, okay? And it's a few finger lengths across. I don't want to make it super big because then I'll run out of space for my ears, all right? And if you look closely, you can see that there's almost like a diamond shape right here in the head and right here in the trunk. Here, I'll bring it closer. Okay, so more of a diamond shape right in here, and then a diamond shape right in here. Okay, so that's what we're going to start out with. So with our pencils, we're going to sketch those. Okay, so I want it to be a few inches away from the top, right down in here. And diamond shape. Okay. We can adjust too if we need to. Then down below, there's going to be another diamond that's just a little bit smaller than this one. And they're going to overlap right on the corners. Right, so right in here, there's going to be another one, and they're going to overlap. Make that more of a square than a diamond. Okay, so like so. Hold this up a bit closer so you guys can see. Okay. So that's the beginning of our head, are those two diamonds overlapped right on those corners. This one's a little bit wider. If it turned out to be about as wide, you can make it a little bit bigger, but you don't want to make it too super big because we want room for our ears off to the sides. Okay, it's right in the middle there. Now for the head, my elephant's head, it has like this bump up here, but then it comes out on bumps on the side. Alright, and these parts right here of our diamond, that's going to end up being where our eyes go. And then these parts right here of our diamond, that's going to end up being where the trunk, or excuse me, where the tusks go. Oops, angle this. Where the tusks go. And then this will turn into the trunk. Okay, so up on the sides, at the top, I'm going to go in and do almost like two bumps. Right, so it kind of curves up at the top and down. Adding those bumps on the top right and left side. I'll have this one come a little bit higher. But it's going to still have that bump up in the middle. I like to erase my extra lines as I go. So the rest of that diamond can disappear. It can help give you a better idea of what your shape looks like as well. So maybe I want that bump to come out just a little bit further. Okay. So that's the top of the head, like the skull. This right here on the sides, that's going to be where the eyes are. Okay, and this part is going to come down and curve into the one down below it, right? So it's like there's a curve just a little bit inwards to connect them. This one comes out in, excuse me, that one goes in a little further than I'd like. So I'm going to have it come back up. Here we go. Okay, so a little bit of a curve to connect those. Get rid of these. Okay, where the eyes are going to go, you want that part to be pretty rounded, right? So you want to, if you did points on your diamond, I like to round the edges, the corners. Down in here will be the tusks. Right, so they come down and they just like curve a little bit. Here, let me actually make those a little bit shorter. I keep wanting to do like really long ones with like a mammoth. They're not that long. They're a little bit shorter. Okay, so I like to have those come down and curve, but it's not just one line, it's two. So I'm going to have another line that goes next to it, but it's going to come to a point at the bottom. Like so. Okay, so those are our tusks. Then, coming out from here, just inside of the tusks, is the trunk. So my trunk, I'm going to have that come down and curve up. If you want to, you can have it go, the opposite direction or hang straight down. I actually think I might have mine curve up a little bit more than that. Okay, it's going to be wider at the top, and then as it goes down, it's going to get more narrow. Right, so that is much more narrow than it is right up in here. Now at the bottom of this trunk, I like to do 2 circles to give the shape. And then I like to do a little dip in